Theories of evolution. What is evolution? Evolution is the gradual change of species over time in order to survive and adapt. So basically, all species on this earth, great and small, have to evolve in order to survive, which is generally a good thing. Today we'll be covering human bionics, the earth freezing over, and the earth heating up. Human bionics. Humans start to evolve due to the urban environment not requiring the human body to evolve further. All other species of the animal kingdom become more advanced and adapt to human threats. They therefore become more advanced than human species. After a few decades, the humans realize they are coming under threat of a newly evolved animal species. They adapt by making themselves artificially better. Positive. The updated human is more powerful, being engineered to always be extremely fit with or without training. This results in humans becoming more capable to deal with physical labor, as well as eating or eliminating pain throughout the body. Selective. Humans become less human and more like robots. The lack of human emotion, disappointment, confidence, and commitment becomes less necessary as physical abilities to entire species. Therefore, we need to worry about the outcome non-existent, as who you are is based on statistics and machinery. Why did we evolve? Humans stopped to evolve due to the urban environment not requiring the human body to evolve further. All other species of the animal kingdom become more advanced and adapt to human threats. They therefore become more advanced than human species. After a few decades, the humans realize that they are coming under threat of the newly evolved animal species. They adapt by making themselves artificially better. Global warming. Due to the amount of pollution being released into the atmosphere, the ozone is slowly weakening. As a result, more UV rays enter the Earth's atmosphere, and thus, climate change. This leads to the idea of having a dry world that has a scarce amount of water and resources, or a world flooded with water, caused by the melting ice caps. Increased heat. The world will soon heat up until all the water has disappeared. All trees are dying, and we humans have to adapt to this harsh climate. Humans will eventually adapt to the hot weather by losing less hair, allowing humans to cool during hot weather. Humans will also increase in terms of blood volume, allowing them to cool down. Also, people who have more melanin will be able to survive, while people who are whiter will suffer from skin diseases like melanoma. Humans will also grow in brain size, because in a world without water, humans will become smarter to look for it. Positives. Evolving in this ideal way would always survive the growing temperature of the planet. Humans will be able to withstand new temperatures and climates as ozone layer fades. Negatives. Due to the increasing heat, the majority of plants die of lacking the necessary nutrients to survive. This leads to the depletion of animals, making food scarce, stretching the scavenging abilities of the human race. The lack of food pressures the human race to find new means of food. Why did we evolve? This idea of evolution demonstrates natural selection through the trait of being dark-skinned. Being dark-skinned can help if you are under the sun 24/7. The melanin in the skin can help prevent skin disease, whereas light-skinned people will suffer from skin disease like melanoma because they have less melanin in the skin. Also, people who are not smart enough to find or hunt for food and water will die off. They'll die of dehydration, hunger, or malnutrition because of the harsh climate. While people who are smart enough to find water and food will able to be healthy and survive. Flooding. Global warming causes icebergs to melt and flood over low-level lands. Therefore, species that are able to migrate to high ground have to adapt to the new environment, along with species that already exist. Those species who are not able to adapt to the new environment will not be able to reproduce, therefore could lead the species to extinction. Humans that will be able to reproduce into the next generations will have bigger lungs, Living in higher lands will be difficult, as it only sustains a thin air to breathe with. Therefore, people that can adapt or live through it will have a chance to reproduce to one another, and over time, the human species will have a bigger lung capacity than it was decades ago. Negatives. More body hair. Since humans are forced to live in higher altitudes, humans need to adapt to the colder weather all the time. Our body will then erect and tries to trap air to become warmer. Like insulation. Medical conditions. Since the human population living in high altitudes in cold weather, the chances of hypothermia, frost, and frostbite are high. Therefore, weather is a major factor in terms of adapting to harsh weather to live. Changing weather. Global warming will cause frequent weather changes and will cause severe natural disasters. Hurricanes are an example. As global warming intensifies, hurricanes will get stronger and may increase in intensity due to warmer ocean surface temperatures. The Earth freezing over. In today's society, people in some places have to adapt to the cold weather. I've found that body can adapt to the cold with certain age, sex, body composition, exercise, diet, and fitness. Today we have the technology to keep ourselves warm and keep the cold out. The main problem is that as years pass, we might be out of fossil fuels and coal, because heat is produced from the coal that is being used. So we have to live in cold weather. Humans have to change their ways. Positives. The advantages of humans adapting to the cold weather is that their body fat may change. Ground fat is what we are born with. It regulates our body temperature, but diminishes as we age. The other advantage is controlled stress levels. In this climate, stress levels are fatal. An increased heart rate is a large killer due to the thin air. Negatives. Negatives include cases of frostbite, which is where small limbs will begin to freeze, causing blood clots. Frostnip, a similar case, causes the fingers, nose, and ears to look irregular and pale. People will eventually have difficulty in physical labor, as the cold constricts blood flow and therefore muscle capabilities. Why did we evolve? In the cold weather, humans will have no other choice but to adapt. Those who live in warmer areas will find it much harder than those who live in a colder environment. Thank you for listening and watching our presentation.